What the hell? Why aren't we doing an intro for Crit Show? Where's Logan?
Dude, he's in Hong Kong.
What the... Okay, hi. Welcome to Crit Show. Elon Musk, technology, tinfoil, and go!
Let's do this thing at the desk where I talk about Snooze. That's already happened. This is like way already happened. By the way, you can put that thing on my head at any point in time, and we'll figure it out. We'll do the thing again. So guys, I'm actually in Hong Kong right now, and we filmed this several days ago, so you guys are seeing past me, as the way it works in video. Already? Some funny things. I'm actually going to say something nice about Tom Wheeler yet again. I've found myself saying that quite a few times. So the FCC has wanted to block cell phone calls on airplanes. And while most of you guys might be like, well, hell yeah, that'd be great. I don't want to sit beside some idiot who's on the phone. And there's also the thing like where someone can use a cell phone to call and have it connected to a device in their backpack that goes, I have to do all this stuff because I can't actually say the words because I want to be able to fly, you know, without people monitoring when I say in videos. Anyway, Tom Wheeler says this. Listen, I don't want to be I'm not sure if he said listen or not, but I'm going to improvise. Listen, I don't want to be the person in the seat next to me yapping at 35,000 feet any more than anyone else. But we are not the Federal Courtesy Commission. Oh! FCC, Federal Courtesy Commission? No, it's not what they are. I think it's funny when people are like, I want the government to regulate private businesses and private things like inside how they conduct their business. You know, like not about dumping sludge into the environment and poisoning everyone else. It's about, you know, coming and telling them that they can't do certain things. And United Airlines has reminded us this week that airlines are private property. They can beat the shit out of you if they want. I mean, just get on their plane, they'll beat the fuck out of you, buddy.
They'll kill your dog.
Kill your dog,
yeah.
Cut off your feet. Did they do that? I don't know if they did that or not. This is all alleged. Do not fly United.
There are people that have come out since the guy got the shit kicked out of him that have been like, I signed an NDA, but it can't stand anymore. United killed my dog. Like, I have video of a guy kicking the kennel that my dog was in while loading it onto the plane. Shit like that. Like, people are coming out of the woodwork.
Wow, United.
Right now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The last 2 times that I've flown United, I've wanted to kill myself. Let's move on. This is kind of funny. This happened like several days ago, but in Houston. I guess someone over the last year or so has been hacking like the construction signs and stuff to make them say like Donald Trump is a shape-shifting lizard and that sort of thing. So they obviously have an issue with people getting into their infrastructure and messing around. But now someone has gotten into their infrastructure, their key emergency infrastructure, and set off all the tornado sirens across the city for like an hour and 90-something minutes. An hour and 90 minutes? No. Like an hour and a half or something like that. From like midnight until like 1-something in the morning. All of the 156, all of the emergency sirens were just blaring all night long. So I'm sure some people got up and were like, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that were not like, I don't want to do that again. It may not be a terrorist attack, but some of the local, I guess, officials are saying that they are terrified of the guy who's logging in and doing this. I'm wondering if it's just like an inside job. Maybe they pissed off some guy. Alright, I know what's really happening, guys. And you may not know what's happening. So, Dallas, a long time ago, they built sort of an underground area where they were actually going to be doing particle acceleration and particle collision tests. That never went online, so they say. It actually has been online, and what they've been doing with it is something totally different. They've discovered that there is quantum intelligence. And then they left it alone because, boom, all of a sudden something appeared in a room. And they were like, what is this? It's not carbon-based, but it's talking to us. It's not tangible, it's ethereal. But it's talking to us. It was quantum intelligence. And it existed. They found it underground in extreme conditions in Texas. But now, they've been communicating and talking to it. What's weirder is this intelligence, well, it's not housed in anything. It can go wherever it pleases. And it is the future of artificial intelligence in Texas. And it has been testing the people. Because the people in Texas, of course, there's a lot of people there who wanted to take it and try to militarize it. There's a lot of people who wanted to coerce it. There's a lot of people who wanted to control it. And this thing is demonstrating that it cannot be controlled. What? Get this thing off of me, Jesus, what just happened? I think that thing has artificial intelligence. It does things to me. Speaking of problems with artificial intelligence, self-driving cars. Millennials, those bastards that are responsible for all the trouble in the entire universe, people starving, millennials, screw you. Something malfunctioned. It's no longer thanks Obama, it's thanks millennials. Anyway, millennials are worried about self-driving cars. That was a Freudian slip. They're worried about the safety, they're worried about hacking, and they're worried about a few other things. And guess what? They are right to be worried about hacking and that sort of thing. But let's take a look at the grand scheme of things. This is all about control. It's all about the fear of not being in control. And for a generation that has been in control of all the little minutiae in their lives, well, all the big shit just kind of controls them and they don't even think about it because they're too busy doing this all the time. I'm in control of this, I'm in control of this. All those people are worried about not being in control of their car. And a lot of people feel more empowered when they're able to drive and have their own car. So they're a little bit worried about that. And they're also worried about the hacking. So let's just think about this. Hacking is a real issue, as we can see. Whoever's making the cars, if it's as secure as Dallas's security infrastructure, well, there's going to be cars driving sideways everywhere. Now, let's just say that, yes, some of the cars get hacked. Statistics show that even if there's hacking, even if there are malfunctions, even if there are issues, it's still going to be about 1,000,000%, this is scientific, more secure than an idiot behind the wheel. Because the weakest element in this entire picture is the human element. So, guys, I know you don't want to lose control. And I know you want to drive around and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's cool if you can. But just think about it this way. You can sit there and browse Reddit and Facebook right in your car. The road rage, gone. Getting places, faster. Think about it that way. The security risks are there. There will be casualties, but the casualties will be fewer than they would if you guys just kept driving. So the driverless world, in my opinion, is a much safer world. There are a lot of people who are very excited about this. Flying cars? Well, how about really, really, really small, cheap planes that'll get you from point A to point B very quickly? A company here called Zunum Aero. They are creating these tiny, 40, 50-seater airplanes that are electric-powered airplanes. So what's happened right now is we have hundreds of airports across the country, but 97% of the flights go to 2% of the airports. And then if you got, it used to be 20, 30 years ago, if you wanted to go from Dallas to Knoxville, it was easy to go or Knoxville, not to Dallas, not a good one. Knoxville to say Kansas City, you could just hop on a little puddle jumper or whatever. But now you end up going through Dallas and going through all these different hubs, and it's circuitous and it takes longer, and you're more likely to drive. I mean, most people, if they're going to be going a short distance, 500 miles, they just drive. Well, this would cut that time down a lot. And they also say that with these electric planes, and if you're only going a short distance, they plan on having a really short security line, a different security line. You're just doing a little puddle hop. You don't have to worry that much. I mean, it's all just for placebo anyway, right? So you just go and you get on the plane quickly and take off and you hop over to your next city and you save a ton of time. And get this, they're saying, how would you feel about it being $25 in each direction? Because it's an electric plane. They'll start off small, but eventually, the next 20 years or so, maybe they'll be able to go all the way from Seattle to LA in one that's 1,000 miles, which would also be Lexington, Kentucky to Miami, or Kentucky to New York City, or Amsterdam to. All right, last one. This is kind of fun. It's a talk about blindness. I don't want to talk about this, but guys,
how does that sound fun?
What? Talk about blindness? That's totally fun. Well, curing blindness is a lot of fun. So before with stem cell research, they had developed CRISPR, which is sort of a way to go in and edit the code that makes up your DNA, but they were only able to do that on cells that split, so that means they couldn't do it with eyeballs. Well, now they figured out a way to go in and basically edit the code of your eyes, and they've been able to fix genetic and birth defects in rats so that rats who are blind can now see. I believe it was Dr. Jesus. You guys can read the rest of that one. But basically, blindness might be curable in many instances very soon. All right, so that's it, guys. I think right now it's about time to go run around the office and yes, see what everybody's playing. What are you playing?
I am playing Yooka-Laylee, which is a lost N64 title, basically.
Looks a hell of a lot better than anything I've ever seen on the N64.
It's definitely got a lot more to it. I mean, there's been more available to it over the years, so a lot. It's getting some pretty negative reviews from people. You know, it's getting 6 out of 10s and stuff. Part of the reason is because it is a N64 game, and people are expecting it to be something new and different, but it's not. It's an homage to the Banjo-Kazooie Donkey Kong 64 Buck Bumbles
Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bump.
Of yesteryear, so
say-
it plays very similarly to one of those, which if you ever sat down and played a good old-fashioned N64 platform collector style game like this, they have a lot of really infuriating moments. So
little frustrations and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. But so this is exactly like Banjo-Kazooie. Let's say that you're someone who Banjo-Kazooie is one of your favorite platformers.
yeah.
Will you enjoy this, or is this going to be more difficult, more frustrating? What do you think?
If Banjo-Kazooie is one of your jams, then you're gonna love this because it plays very. I mean, it's by the same people for the most part. It plays incredibly similarly. The one functional flyer that kind of hangs out with you, and then you have the main guy that does kind of the most offensive stuff. You gain some new moves as you progress and learn things. Then you go and talk to people like this. For what it is, I'm having fun.
All right, as an adult, it seems like there's a lot of stuff here for kids, but as an adult, still fun.
Yeah, I'm happy for nostalgia purposes. If you're looking for something that's new and groundbreaking, this isn't going to be it. But if you're looking for something that's going to give you those good old time feels, this is perfect for it.
All right, let's go over and see what I'm playing over here.
Yeah.
Day of Infamy here. It's basically the spiritual successor to Day of Defeat. And there's lots of different game modes right now. Frontline. So there's Assault, and there's some similar things to other games where you have to hold points, but then there's you act out. So there's D-Day, you can act that out. I'm going to go here and pick Rifleman. There we go. So you got all the classic weapons from World War II, like the Lee Anfield, and the Kar-98 would be the German equivalent. Yes. Oh, my mouse is inverted in the wrong direction. I need to invert it in the right direction. All right, so I'm Canadian. I'm not sure what my objectives are. I didn't pay attention to what the Canadians have actually a button on the keyboard for sorry. The feel of this game is very similar to that of the feel of this is very similar to Day of Defeat, but it also reminds me of games like Call of Duty 2, back when the games were good, but you have to aim down the sight, so it's not really like the original Medal of Honor games at all. So these old weapons and everything, they're clunky, they're big, they don't fire too fast. I mean, some of them do, but they spray. So if you want to be accurate, you're gonna have to grab a rifle like this. So depending upon your gameplay mode, right now I'm waiting for someone to rally, which means they have to come back to the spawn area and then rally more troops. The people who are waiting will all respawn. Hey, we rallied. I'm gonna stick with some of you guys because I have no idea what I'm doing. This started off sort of as a mod for Insurgency. I kept calling this Day of Insurgency for a while, which was started off as a Counter-Strike mod for realism. So we've gone from mod to mod to... You bastard. Did I get him? That's right. Laying there in the middle of the street like an idiot. I don't know where that grenade's going, but it's probably going to ruin someone's day. It's pretty much what I'm playing right now. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so Mr. Shifty escalated quickly. Hotline Miami with teleportation. Oh shit! I touched the door! Alright, let's not do that. Let's punch, go! Don't get caught in the crossfire, you moron! Oh, I got caught in the crossfire. Alright, let's try this again. Boom. Don't go there. That's where you don't want to go. I teleported right there in the epicenter of fuck. Alright, so I'm going to keep playing this game because it's a lot of fun, but Justin, what are you playing?
I'm also playing this game.
The exact same game!
I'm trying it with a controller to see if it's easier or not.
Alright.
It recommends that you use a controller, but I don't know, Ron. Yeah, I figured out how to kill everybody. Without having to throw a can. If you teleport up, there's that little panel right there. If you just hit B on it, it turns a laser on everybody.
This escalates quickly. Holy shit, this game has way more because I guess, they know that you're going to be teleporting around, so they escalate the difficulty pretty quickly.
I know this has been a little confusing because we said Logan wasn't here and then you saw him doing some things, kind of been bouncing around from the past, present, and the future. But right now we're going to focus on the future, and in the future, you should be buying yourself some awesome Crit TV apparel. Much like this shirt right here that proclaims that I dig Doug, and you should dig Doug too. Along with all kinds of other t-shirts, cool swag, and things like that, all over here. You can join all of our social media things and yell at us online through multiple different forms, and I hope Logan makes it back okay. Otherwise, it's my show now.